But there's someone alikuanga na TV kwetu. Inaitwa black and white, but for me I didn't go to that place. It was a bit far. Mpaka unavuka mto, unaenda unapanda mlima, unaenda somewhere else watching TV, unapata wrestling na John Cena. So that is what people, it was on Sunday. There's a day, I think it was Sunday around 2. So that guy was very funny. In fact, a
friend of yours?
No. I think
just a neighbor.
A neighbor. Mbali. He was a teacher.
Okay.
He was a teacher. So this guy, hata kupoint TV yake hivi kwa screen hakuwa anataka. Yes. So guys go there, sit down and watch that TV.
Wow, welcome to Real Talk with Lizz. Leo watu wangu nimewaletea a very important guest. Yani nimamua tu leo hapa kwa Real Talk with Lizz niwalete mtu mwenye atatueleza the stories that men go through in this life. Yani I know men can relate to this. So habari yako?
Mzuri sana.
Unaonaje Nairobi? Juzi watu walikuwa wanakufa, najua mlikuwa mnaionea tu kwa TV ama wapi. Yani it's unpredictable hapa.
Yes, it's unpredictable. Hata saizi naona kajua but asubuhi I was told kulikuwa na kamvua hivi.
Sasa si umekubali kwamba Nairobi can predictable. Kuna wakati mvua inabeba watu na kuna wakati jua inachoma watu. So hebu nikumbushe jina lako.
Mimi naitwa Theo.
Unaitwa Theo.
Okay. I'm glad to be here to talk to Lizz mwenyewe.
Yeah, ni mimi umenipata. Unaonaje naka Meli, Okay, so can you please tell me about yourself?
Okay, myself, I'm Theo, as I said earlier, and I was born in a village, grew up in a village, went to school in a village, and everything in a village. Katiana kwa village, everything. The only thing that at least changed me from being in a village to somewhere else is just joining college, and yes, college, and then sasa nikaenda kwa town kiasi. It was a town by then, but saizi it is also a city.
Okay, yes. So being like a boy child, you are in the village. When you grow up to a village, everything you are doing in the village. What were kind of challenges were you going through during that growing up time?
Challenges are many, are plenty. Number one is first of all just being a matter of you are just a child, a boy child. So being a boy child comes with a lot of challenges, whereby kuna vitu vingine unajaribu kuzifanya lakini the society can limit you in that. For example, let me just give an example is that unapo kwazwa na kitu fulani, you cannot express yourself by kulia. Kwa mfano, huwezi lia, huwezi sikia uchungu, and then so many people expect a lot from you. What do they expect? They expect you to be perfect somehow. They expect you not to make mistakes, and also they expect you most of the time to be an example to the rest, to the young ones, to the big ones, to be the light of the community. Vitu kama hizo. You'll find that if at least there's someone who finds you to be, at least you are a sharp guy and you are a good example, they relate you to so many things. You'll find that, I remember in my village, one of my neighbors, he said someday, eti musikae kama fulani, musikae hivi tu kama fulani. You see, that thing gave me a lot of confidence, a lot of a lot of yani ile strength ya confidence ya kusema kwamba if so and so can say follow example of Theo, that means I have there's something inside me that I need to pursue, or I need to be a good example, and I need to perfect it to make sure that wale wenye wanakuja nyuma yangu they are really working hard, looking up to me, you see, looking up to me. So those are some of the things that a boy child can anapitia. And also like I think I mentioned in some video mastermind circle that we used to do house chores. For example, okay, for us we were not blessed with I have a sister who is elder than me, but she was staying with my grandmother, my maternal grandmother. So where we were staying, I was the first one is like a first boy, and then I have a second, the follower is also a boy, a third who is also a follower who is a boy. So the three of us, we were boys, we were only boys, and there's no one you can say and or believe and or trust and say huyu ni mamangu, huyu nangoja sister enda pike. We are the ones to go and cook, gather firewood. We are the ones to collect water, to get water from the well. We are the ones to wash maybe the young ones. We are the ones to babysit. We are the ones maybe to take our...
Even men babysit?
Hey, yes.
During those times or what?
Even now.
Then things have changed.
Yes, even now. So those are some of the things that we used to pass through. But the biggest thing that really made me that strong thing yenye imenifanya inaitwangwa aje, I became
that strong man you are.
Yes,
maybe
a strong man. The responsibility, the biggest responsibility that I had by then is that we used to have a different farm. We used to have a different farm, maybe around home. There's a distance of like can I say like 30 kilometers away, where we used to go and farm. So when you go to the farm, you go and the time of harvesting was the hardest part. Why? Is because you go and harvest and then bring the yield or the harvest back home. Unapata unabeba mihogo, mahindi, nini kutumia baiskeli, na baiskeli ni ile inaitwangwa Black Mamba.
Hiyo ya kitambo.
Yes, hiyo ya kitambo. You make 3, 4, 5 sometimes 5 trips Evo. So those are some of the things that we used to do as young men. But also coming from the village, as you know, the village, there's no exposure, hiyo exposure kubwa. I remember there's someone alikuanga na TV kwetu inaitwa Black and White, but for me I didn't go to that place. It was a bit far. Mpaka unavuka mto, unaenda unapanda mlima, unaenda somewhere else watching TV, unapata wrestling na John Cena. So that is what people, it was on Sunday. There's a day, I think it was Sunday around 2. So that guy was very funny. In fact, a
friend of yours?
No. I think
just a neighbor.
A neighbor. He was a teacher.
Okay.
He was a teacher. So this guy, hata kupoint TV yake hivi kwa screen hakuwa anataka. Yes. So guys go there, sit down and watch that TV.
And so, by that time ilikuwa ni kukaa kwa floor.
Mnakaa kwa floor. Definitely. Floor yenye hawaja cement labda nyumba hata, but mnakaa tu mnataka kuona
ile mud cemented floor.
It's called the cow dung.
You use cow dung plus the udongo.
So that's how life was.
Okay, so you have said that there are some things you are doing that people used to admire. What are those things that maybe people, some parents will tell their kids, you need to follow some so and so footsteps, whatever he's doing. Like you are like a role model to them. What are those things?
These are some of the things. Number one, you know, in the village, we had a crazy guy, for example. Let me just a crazy guy. I don't think really it was he didn't like to be like that, or it's called adolescence. Is what made him to be like that. Unapata napiga tu kelele, maybe kupigana. So for me, let me come back to myself. For me, kuna zile vitu it was just like a mandatory to me. For example, when I meet someone, I have to say hi. Okay. Not kwa mfano wa pwani wanasemanga shikamo.
Marahaba.
Wanasemanga shikamo, marahaba, hizo. So unaenda unasema shikamo, hivyo vitu kama hizo. Lakini hatukuwa tunasema shikamo.
Kama maybe ile tu salamu, ile tu tabia nzuri umejibeba nao.
Salamu, maybe someone walks in the house.
You welcome
and
them.
And for us mgeni akifika kwa nyumba, I know all the millennials can experience this or can witness this. Whenever a visitor comes in, wewe kazi yako ni kukaribisha mgeni, make sure ako comfortable, kumsalimia na kujipa shughuli na unaendanga. So those are some of the things. Mgeni akifika nampatia kiti, aketi. Anything that happens, I don't want to cause any trouble. Unaona trouble, unajua saa zingine watoto mnakuanga na trouble, you become troublesome. So those are some of the troubles that I avoid. Maybe if it's my responsibility kufunga mbuzi, I make sure nimefunga mbuzi vizuri na isifikie kwa shamba ya wengine. I make sure that I play with other kids well. I make sure that just a normal discipline that a kid should have. Those are some of the things zenye nilikuwa nazo. I remember hata shule kupigana we used to fight. People used to fight. Ile nitafunga na wewe shule, nitafunga na wewe shule. So
things like that used
so
to happen.
Hiyo fighting tulikuwa tunapenda pia. But mimi I didn't like so much, but people like wewe pigana na huyu, haya piganeni mwanze. So such things. But my follower, my younger brother mwenye alikuwa ananifuata, alikuwa anachangamkia nikizubana ashavana na ule